Hello again. Great to have you here with us. We're out here at Admiral D's in beautiful White Bear Lake. I'm Theresa and this is the Rush Club, powered by your boat club with 70 boats on 7 gorgeous lakes. Each and every week, the 3 of us show off the upper Midwest of places you've never even seen before. One with women out, having fun, living the outdoors, and sports to the extreme. It's a rush, and this is the Rush Club. So thanks again for joining us. Let's get started.
Winner by knockout, Travis Brown.
Well, you all know from our website that when we talk about the Rush Club, we say we're about women and a few men. This guy is absolutely something else. He is UFC's hottest ticket. Travis Brown, welcome to the Rush Club.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Good. Now, Travis, if you could tell our viewers, how big are you?
I'm 6'7", 250 pounds. And the guy I'm fighting is 6'4", 265 pounds. So we're gonna have a big fight, literally, October 5th.
Where are you originally from? Because you wear your heritage very well.
Yeah, I'm originally from Hawaii. You know, it's something that I take everywhere I go, obviously, on my body and also on my heart. You know, so it's just, it's a culture and it's where I was born and raised, and it's something that I live daily.
You're from Paradise. That had to have been hard to leave.
Definitely. Well, now I live in San Diego, but I train in Albuquerque, so that's the hard part. You know, obviously I don't have any of my loved ones there, friends or family, so I go there to train, and that's all I do on there.
So tell us a little bit more about yourself and this nickname that you have.
Hapa is actually something I was called growing up. Hapa means half, so I'm half Hawaiian and half Caucasian. Hapa Hale is actually the term that they use. So growing up, I was called Hapa. It's something that I decided to take with me in the cage, represent like a people with me every time I go in there, and it's something I'm proud of.
Fighting out of San Diego, California, USA, Travis Brown.
You got into the sport because of your kids and your legacy, right? Tell us
Yeah. I got into the sport. You know, I was always an athlete growing up, and I always pictured myself doing something professional. And we found out that my wife at the time was pregnant with our son. I just had to get back to my roots. You know, I didn't feel like I'd accomplished anything that I wanted to. I was just working a regular job, and I knew I could have done way better for myself. So I started doing jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu is kind of a gateway into MMA. Once I started getting into MMA, that's when, for me, it just kind of took off. I fell in love with the sport, with training, and now here I am today.
You officially train in Albuquerque, you said, and for good reason?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, the environment has a lot to do with it. We're at high altitude, so we're about 6,000 feet, and so training up there is so much harder than training at sea level. One of the biggest knocks on the heavyweight division is the cardio. So I figure if I take my size and my ability up to high altitude, get good cardio for every single one of my fights, that's something I can have an advantage of over my opponent.
Well, I gotta ask you, what's your diet right now?
Okay, right before a fight, leading up to it, I eat pretty clean. I try to stick with mostly just proteins. For instance, like for lunch, I'll eat like 2 cans of tuna and a little scoop of rice or something, you know? So that's also been one of the hardest things for me to adjust to is my diet. I'm used to eating whatever I wanted to eat, whenever I wanted to eat it, and it's a tough one.
Now, do you miss plate lunch?
Big time, big time. Why you gotta ask me questions like that? Making me hungry.
Well, what is plate lunch? Tell us about it.
Plate lunch is just, you know, you usually go to like a restaurant, or actually your grandmas or aunties will usually cook it, but usually it's a lot of rice, a lot of meat, a lot of gravy, just so delicious, big plate of food, gets you nice, fat, and happy, ready to take a nap after.
Cool. Okay. We've seen you all over YouTube, and you are explosive. Tell us about the Superman punch.
Okay, yeah, the Superman punch was actually something that I'm known for now, but it's not something that was meant to actually knock out an opponent. It was more meant to close the distance, and the strikes afterwards were meant to knock him out. But in my case, it worked out. We trained it for Stefan Struve, who's actually 4 inches taller than me. That way we could reach him, first of all, and close the distance at the same time. But it landed great. He was coming in as I was throwing it, and knocked him out. And I think, just my athleticism and also the hard work had a lot to do with that.
Do you think your upcoming fight this October at Target Center is going to set you up as a contender?
Big time. I think the fight with Bigfoot is going to set me up. It's going to put me in the talks with the Cain Velasquez and the June Dos Santos and stuff like that. So it's a fight that I'm taking very serious, and I'll be ready for.
How about what's been your greatest challenge fighting?
It's actually been finding my true motivation. I think it's really easy in this industry to get caught up in the wrong things, such as like money and fame and even like women and all that kind of stuff. And it's something that I'm lucky because early in my career I found my true motivation. And I think that's the key to my success is fighting for my family and my kids and supporting them and just being a part of that lifestyle and making sure that I stay humble and have the right people around me.
Thank you so much, Travis, for sharing this afternoon with us. I'm Theresa Petrie, and this is the Rush Club.
But then I saw it and I went like this, and his toenail went whoosh.
You can learn more about us at the Rush Club by visiting our website. It's therushclub.com. We'll share upcoming events, our bios, and fun little facts about us. Hey, if you have a story suggestion, it's all at our fingertips, so let us know. We're also on Facebook, so friend us there too. Once again, we're at therushclub.com. What a rush! Get ready to buzz and have a blast. Ahead on the Rush Club.
There's no place you'd rather be than here. Your Boat Club gets you out on the water better and more affordably. You're in the driver's seat with Your Boat Club. 70 boats, 7 locations, no hassles. Your Boat Club gives you the ease of online reservations. So relax, entertain, fish, or ski.
I love the convenience that we can just pop out and go out for a little bit.
Say goodbye to costly upkeep, repairs, cleaning, and boat insurance. Your Boat Club is simply the smartest way to boat. It's all yours at Your Boat Club.
Pro Powersports is your one-stop shop for fun year-round. There's never been a better time to get out and play. Pro Powersports and Marine has a great selection of all the top brands. Our service and support is always there for you, and we stand behind every sale. At Pro Powersports and Marine, we love the outdoors just like you. New or used, ATV to snowmobile, dirt bike to boat, we'll capture your passion and you'll buy with confidence. And most importantly, have the time of your life. Serving you online 24 hours a day and from our Ramsey, Minnesota location. We're Pro Powersports and Marine.
Get the party started, dial it. Pitbull together with Bud Light. Here we go.
We're Minnesota Inboard Water Sports. Our mission is simple. The best boats, superior service, making a customer for life. New or used, Minnesota Inboard has an amazing selection, a metro and northern lake location. Family-owned Minnesota Inboard is proudly the Midwest's #1 dealer of direct drive inboards and the nation's top Malibu dealer. Only the latest water sports in our pro shop. And our service team is king. Enjoy the water like never before. The perfect boat awaits, soon to have a new Excelsior location at Minnesota Inboard.
Three, 2, 1, go.
We are here at the World Lumberjack Championship here in Hayward, Wisconsin. I am standing here with Denise Ott, who is a competitor in more than one competition here. Denise, why don't you tell us a little bit of what competitions you're involved in?
Yeah, at Hayward here I do 3 competitions. One is the women's single buck sawing, another one is the women's underhand chop, and a Jack and Jill crosscut sawing event.
So explain to us, what exactly is the women's single?
The women's single is a 16-inch piece wooden in diameter. You have a crosscut saw with one handle. You're by yourself. They will give you a 10-inch arc starting cut, and when the gun goes off, you have to saw it all the way through and have the log severed.
So other than the World Championship, what other competitions are you in around?
Oh, I go to about 7 shows a year, anywhere from Minnesota, Wisconsin, New York, West Virginia, Michigan, Canada. It's kind of all over. A lot of the shows you'll have to travel to get to from where I live. So.
And where are you from?
I am from Deer River, Minnesota.
What drove you to getting involved in the sport with saws?
My father got me involved. He's now 73. He started when he was at the age of 30. I started at the age of 15. So I think this is about my 28th year. He just got involved, and one day I was out in the yard and asked me if I wanted to try it, and something really struck me about it, so I jumped on it, and I've been training ever since.
This isn't going to take long. 20 inches of lead turn white pine.
What exactly is the Jack and Jill?
The Jack and Jill event is a partnership between a man and a woman. You use the long crosscut saws, and you're both on the handles, and you go through about 20 inches of wood here at Hayward.
2, 1, go!
Let's see what you're working with here.
Yeah, this is a racing saw made by J.P. Mercier from Quebec, Canada. This particular saw is a 5'8" two-cutter, meaning that it's got 2 teeth for cutting and then a raker for cleaning up the chip. And I strictly use it in competition only. I don't use it to practice with because you want it in tip-top shape for every show that you're competing in.
What does something like this cost?
You know, I believe lately they're probably about $1,600, $1,700 per saw.
That's a pretty impressive looking saw. When people ask you what kind of sport this is, and then you tell them you're a lumberjack, what do people say to you?
A lot of people I think are surprised because I'm not a typical size person. I'm only 5'4", maybe 140 pounds, so a lot of people might think I'm a log roller, but I'm not. I do the big events with the women's single and the underhand and some of the other sawing events, chainsaw events and other shows, axe throw and that kind of thing. So the expressions are, I think they're a little bit surprised.
Thanks again, Denise. Thanks for having us here. This is so much fun.
Thank
you.
you.
Good luck. Stay safe. Again, we are here at the World Lumberjack Championship here in Hayward, Wisconsin, and we will see you next time. If you're getting out on the boat, here's a Rush Club look at lake water temperatures, brought to us by Minnesota Inboard. Ahead, we're outdoors and making no excuses for it. It's next on the Rush Club.
All right, it's 5:30 a.m. We got a car, a couple cameras. Gonna go have some fun. I can get closer. Here's the true test. Chris, let's see what you got.
NOS, high performance energy. Drink NOS, fuel victory.
That was a blast. I'm done.
We're Minnesota Inboard Watersports. Our mission is simple. The best boats, superior service, making a customer for life. New or used, Minnesota Inboard has an amazing selection, a metro and northern lake location. Family-owned Minnesota Inboard is proudly the Midwest's #1 dealer of direct drive inboards and the nation's top Malibu dealer. Only the latest water sports in our pro shop. And our service team is king. Enjoy the water like never before. The perfect boat awaits, soon to have a new Excelsior location at Minnesota Inboard.
I'm Alex. Welcome to Bill's Gun Shop and Range.
Here at Bill's, we're all about safety. Basic to advanced handgun training to personal protection and home defense. Bill's leads the novice to enthusiast in hunting, sport, or range shooting. Bill's Gun Shop offers a combined 120 years of instructor experience and the Midwest's top showroom and gunsmith guidance. Thousands of products, an expert sales team, and 2 convenient metro locations. And coming soon to Hudson, you'll find it at Bill's Gun Shop and Range.
There's no place you'd rather be than here. Your boat club gets you out on the water better and more affordably. You're in the driver's seat with your boat club. 70 boats, 7 locations, no hassles. Your boat club gives you the ease of online reservations. So relax, entertain, fish, or ski.
I love the convenience that we can just pop out and go out for a little bit.
Say goodbye to costly upkeep, repairs, cleaning, and boat insurance. Your boat club is simply the smartest way to boat. It's all yours at your boat club.
Hi, I'm Theresa, and I am here today with Jeremy from Expedition Ops Outfitters. Now, Jeremy, if you could describe to us the concept of overland.
Overlanding is basically taking the idea of backpacking and then putting it into a vehicle, using a vehicle to get you into the backcountry, into places that you would normally try to carry yourself by foot, by bicycle, by horse. This is just another way of getting yourself out there into the environment and in a responsible way.
And how did you first get into this?
Well, I backpacked for years and years, used to climb and did some mountain climbing, a little bit of stuff like that. And then I wound up having a bunch of knee injuries. The knee injuries slowed me down a ton. So once I was slowed down by the knee injuries, I went in and decided I still needed that fix of being out in nature and being away from everybody. Living in the city was just a little claustrophobic at times, as much as I do love it. So I found a way to get out and get back into the backcountry by building a vehicle that could take me, all the equipment I needed to, my dog, and get us out to where we wanted to go.
Could you walk us through the vehicle? And
Absolutely, yeah, I'd love to. So with the vehicle, kind of from front to back, we've got things, for example, like the like steel bull bars. Those are put in place so that if we're out on the trail and we're coming along, a lot of times we'll be on dirt roads and we'll be traveling 35, 45 miles an hour because we have 100 miles to cover that day. And if an animal comes across the track and you're not able to see them, if you hit an animal and you're 100 plus miles away from any civilization, that could be the end of a trip and the start of a really big emergency. So those will protect the radiator and some of the internal vital organs on your vehicle, because now your vehicle is a lifeline to you surviving out in the outdoors. To help keep the vehicle running and to kind of power some of the amenities, I'll carry solar panels with me as well. That'll help run some of the electrics. So I'm not having to run gas generators or other things, because again, there is the idea of trying to be as environmentally responsible as possible while we are traveling in a gas guzzling vehicle. So it's trying to kind of, the balance of things. Under the hood, there's secondary batteries. I also have a hot water heat exchanger, so I can have hot water on the trail. The women in my life find that very enjoyable when they can take a hot shower. We'll step into the back here, and here we have the shower system. So this is run by a 12-volt pump. So that's cold, that's hot. I take my showers right about there, and this is all run by powered pumps, so you have on-demand water. So it's really easy. It's a lot like you'd have at home, except you want to be a little bit more responsible with how many times you squeeze that trigger.
I gotta tell you, this has gotta be my favorite part about the shower. Tell me more about this.
So this is the Expedition Ops shower mat. I make these here locally in Minneapolis. I source all the materials locally as well. I partnered with a company out of Duluth, Minnesota for the wood, and this is reclaimed redwood that they go through and they dismantle beer tanks, wine tanks, water tanks, and pickle tanks, and come out with this gorgeous redwood. They cut it down for me, send it to my shop in Minneapolis, and then I go through and process the redwood. Then I string it together using recyclable stainless steel wire rope, and then also recyclable copper, of course. It's a simple, elegant solution. It rolls up really small, doesn't take up a lot of space. And then this upper cabinet carries some of the things that we don't use all that often but are really heavy. So things like recovery gear, extra oil, coolant in case we do need to do trail repairs, big heavy tools, spare parts, things like that.
Good to know for the ladies.
That's right.
So what do we got here?
So here we've got additional fuel cans, and then we have one additional water can. So this gives us another little bit extended range on water. Everybody wonders, okay, if I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna be by myself, how much water should I bring? I remember asking that question 1,000 times when I was backpacking, or whether I was going out climbing, or I was just going out on the lake for the day. How much water do you need to bring? Good rule of thumb is a gallon. The hotter it is, the more you add to it. The colder it gets, still keep it at a gallon. So if you're gonna be really active, add a little bit more. So carrying extra water, this is real nice and easy to get to. We've got some extra fuel because the truck gets thirsty as well. And then what we were standing under before was an awning. This awning pulls out in about 30 seconds, but with one person. So it's real quick and easy to set up, gives you immediate shade, good rain protection. Living out of these vehicles for weeks at a time, you need additional living space. You can't just stay in a tent the entire time, otherwise you kind of start to lose your mind. My personal favorite thing is the fridge and freezer. So if we reach inside here, we've got a huge fridge right here, and then we've got a nice freezer, so I can make ice cubes for the margaritas while we're out on the trail. So this is called a rooftop tent. This originated in, again, South Africa, and then they expanded into Australia and the European market, and now they're here in the United States. This is actually imported directly from South Africa. It's made out of marine-grade plywood. It's beautiful, beautiful construction. Each of these are handmade by a team of about 45 to 50 people, and they really take a lot of care and a lot of passion in what they do. So it's traditional canvas walls, so you get really good breathability, but it's also really good with water. So this can mount on top of, as you see, a trailer, or it can mount right on top of the roof rack of the truck. This flips open and sets up very quickly. Inside is a queen-size mattress with 600 thread count sheets. With my down pillow, I bring my down comforter with me. The focus is sleeping comfortably, so when I wake up, I can have a great day. I can fill it with a lot of activity, but when I get back, I want to be able to drink a good beverage, and I want to be able to eat a good meal, and I want to sleep really well.
Jeremy, thank you again for all your time here. You've got a great setup. Go ahead and visit www.expeditionops.com for more adventure. See you next time. Here's some of the events and shows that we're keeping an eye on at the Rush Club. Ahead, it's off to the gun range, Rush Club style. Stop out to Admiral D's here on beautiful White Bear Lake. They've got great food, awesome drink specials, and be sure you go to their website, www.admiralds.com.
We're the RV leaders in Minnesota, and Niemeyer Trailer Sales is ready to get you rolling. At Niemeyer Trailer Sales, we're family and building a customer bond since 1965. Our staff is dedicated to finding you the right RV and committed after the sale. We have Rockwood, Arctic Fox, Prowler, and Travelite. We have fifth wheels, travel trailers, campers, super service and experience. Let us work for you online at Niemeyers.com or visit us in person. You'll see Niemeyers is the place to be.
Pro Powersports is your one-stop shop for fun year-round. There's never been a better time to get out and play. Pro Powersports and Marine has a great selection of all the top brands. Our service and support is always there for you, and we stand behind every sale. At Pro Powersports and Marine, we love the outdoors just like you. New or used, ATV to snowmobile, dirt bike to boat, we'll capture your passion and you'll buy with confidence. And most importantly, have the time of your life. Serving you online 24 hours a day and from our Ramsey, Minnesota location. We're Pro Powersports and Marine.
I'm Alex. Welcome to Bill's Gun Shop and Range.
Here at Bill's, we're all about safety. Basic to advanced handgun training to personal protection and home defense. Bill's leads the novice to enthusiast in hunting, sport, or range shooting. Bill's Gun Shop offers a combined 120 years of instructor experience and the Midwest's top showroom and gunsmith guidance. Thousands of products, an expert sales team, and 2 convenient metro locations. And coming soon to Hudson, you'll find it at Bill's Gun Shop and Range.
Pick up the latest issue of Wheels of Thunder magazine. If it's on wheels, you'll find it in Wheels of Thunder. Full color photos of bikes, trikes, cars, trucks, and even sleds. High performance or right off the street. Mind-blowing power, speed, and custom touches. It's all in Wheels of Thunder magazine. Plus, find out about the latest races, rallies, and custom products and services in your area. Check out Wheels of Thunder on Facebook and follow them on Twitter. Wheels of Thunder.
Welcome back to the Rush Club, powered by your boat club with 70 boats on 7 gorgeous lakes. Let's get out to Andy over at Bill's Gun Shop and Range, where ladies are shooting guns and, of course, learning safety first.
I'm here at Bill's Gun Shop and Range with Shalane. Looking downstairs, I see all of these couples here tonight for ladies' night. What's going on there?
It's really turned into couples night, date night with ladies' night. I think the guys have figured out that they get to come and have personal instruction from me on ladies' night when they bring a gal with them. But it's a great date night. It's turned out to be a date night.
So Shalane, everywhere I look around your gun store, I see signs about safety. I mean, why is gun safety so important?
Safety, you have to understand the safety of each firearm.
Yep, that's perfect.
You need to understand how they operate.
All right, go ahead, open up the slide again.
Especially the muzzle of the gun. That is the front end of the barrel of the gun, and that in particular needs to be pointed safely. You need to keep your trigger finger off the trigger of the firearm until you have your target in sight. That is safety. There are 4 universal safety rules. All guns are loaded until you know they're empty. You're never willing to put that muzzle in anything that you're not willing to destroy. That trigger finger stays off the trigger until you have your target in sights, and most importantly, know your target and what's beyond.
What got you involved in instructing the course around here?
I've been involved with firearms my whole life. Since I was 9 years old, my dad took me out pheasant hunting with my big 12-gauge shotgun, of course, landed on my rear, but didn't matter whatsoever. Pistols, you know, I got into more a little over 10 years ago, and the one thing I noticed is women, especially, weren't in the field. And when I came to Bill's, I wanted to, start my firearm instructing, and it went from there. I created the ladies programs here, and it has taken off full blown. It's been fantastic.
I bet they thank you to high heaven for that.
Yeah, they do.
What's the best part of ladies' night? I'm interested to know.
Well, like tonight. I mean, already so far, we have 5 new ladies here tonight. Never touched a handgun in their life. And let me tell you, when I'm out on that range and I'm going to take them through how to shoot a handgun, the smile on their faces. That first shot, and it's dead center because I taught them what to do, they smile, and that's it right there. Any person, man or woman, when they take their first shot, the smile that comes across their face makes the whole day.
As someone who has kind of had the same history as you, growing up shooting, do you ever feel like you're breaking the myth of gun ownership?
Absolutely. No offense to the men in this world, but it's been a man's world, and they brought home the meat. And for once, ladies have realized that they can do it too, and it's fun. All right, firearms are dangerous. That's why safety rules are there to be implied. But shooting on a range, it's a whole lot of fun.
I bet.
Yeah, you can't, it's great. And I'm a gun owner. I own several handguns and rifles and shotguns, so I have safes full.
Well, and I know now that I've been here once, I'm definitely coming back with some of my own personal firearms.
There you go.
Bring some friends with me.
That's right. I expect to see you next ladies' night.
Absolutely, every Wednesday.
All right.
If I'm interested in getting involved with ladies' night or just Bill's gun shop and range, how do I go about that?
You go to our website, www.billsgs.com, and it will tell you exactly what's going on between training, ladies' night, all of our events. We have DNR training coming up in August, and it's just great. It'll tell you everything you need to know right on the website.
You can learn more about us at The Rush Club by visiting our website. It's therushclub.com. We'll share upcoming events, our bios, and fun little facts about us. Hey, if you have a story suggestion, it's all at our fingertips, so let us know. We're also on Facebook, so friend us there too. Once again, we're at therushclub.com. What a rush! So that's it for this week. Thanks again to Admiral D's for having us. Be sure to check out our website at www.therushclub.com. And until next time, have a great weekend. I'm Theresa Petrie, your host. Get out and enjoy the rush.